Well, hey there, students, seekers, witchlets, and curious cats of YouTube. It's your boy Shane, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, as the case may be. Today I really wanted to talk about signs that you may be a witch, because I said on Twitter this morning, I have seen a preponderance of these videos lately. I've been spending a lot of time on YouTube, not creating content so much, and we're going to talk about the reasons why in a few minutes. But just kind of at night before I go to bed, I just unwind by watching a few videos. I like to look at witch talk compilations and some other stuff. I found some cool channels, and I found some not so great stuff too. Nothing dangerous or immoral or unethical, but just kind of silly. And what I kind of noticed the past couple of days, and what I said on Twitter this morning, was that there's been such an influx of these videos of like signs, 13 signs, how to tell you're a witch, 10 signs that you might be a witch, top 5 signs that you could be a witch. And a lot of them are just like, if you love crystals and you're drawn to them and can feel their energies, and you like to keep crystals around your room or to carry them on yourself. If you prefer the night to the daytime. If you love nature and being in nature like restores you and refreshes you and you feel connected to nature. If you're naturally introverted and you need time away from people. So that just confuses me because, yes, while it's true to an extent that, those might be good indicators that you will also be drawn to witchcraft, or you'll be naturally interested in witchcraft at some point if you continue on down those paths. It doesn't necessarily make you a witch, because being a witch is a choice. It is 200% a choice. And whether or not you think being a witch or being a Wiccan is a religion, I'm not here to debate or to talk about points for and against. But even so, it's still a deliberate choice that you have to make. No one is born a witch. Hate to burst your bubble. And it's not just a choice that you can make lightly. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of learning and studying, a lot of looking at yourself, and a lot of self-love and a lot of self-knowledge, and just a lot of courage, because to be perfectly honest, witchcraft will change your life in ways that you are not even equipped to conceive of yet. I forget who it was, but a friend of mine at a retreat many years ago was talking about kind of the conversation that they have with seekers prior to initiation, and they said one of the things that they tell prospective initiates is, if you like the way your life is going right now, don't do this, because this will change your life. And I don't buy into the narrative that, becoming a witch or getting initiated or starting down this path, fucks up your shit, screws up your life, turns everything upside down on its ear. But it does often cause cataclysmic change, and it causes a shifting in the tectonic plates of your life. You cannot be a witch, you cannot call yourself a witch, you cannot claim your witchcraft and your magic and your personal power and expect things to kind of stay the same. Calling yourself a witch and being a witch and practicing witchcraft is a radical act. It means that you are manifesting the reality that you choose. It means that you are taking control over your life. It means that you are challenging the status quo. As another YouTuber put it quite well, I stumbled upon his channel this morning and I was like, right on. It means that you are deciding that when you like the way that things are going, that you are going to actively take action to keep it going that way. And if you don't like the way things are going in your life, that you are actively taking action to stop those things from happening and to change course and course correct. There's nothing passive about it. You're not a witch just because you enjoy tracking the moon cycles or stargazing, or because you read your horoscope, or you're naturally intuitive. Everyone's intuitive to a degree. Some people poo-poo it, but everyone has gut instinct. Doesn't mean you're a witch. Everyone has had that moment where they're walking late at night and something just kicks them in the stomach and says, don't go down that alleyway, don't go down that block, let's find a different route. And you can't explain it, but you turn and you take a slightly different path home. Everyone's had that experience. Almost everyone. Almost everyone is a little empathic, unless you're a total sociopath, right? Unless you're all the way at one end of the spectrum and you have narcissistic personality disorder. Just about everybody can kind of pick up on the feelings of other people. Sorry, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but it's true. You could walk into a room where two people just had an argument and be like, ooh, you can cut the tension in here with a knife. That doesn't make you a witch. That just means you have brain cells. It just kind of boggles my mind that people think that just because, they're a night owl, they happen to sleep a lot during the day and they become really productive and come alive in the nighttime, that they're automatically a witch. One of the best witches I know is hopelessly diurnal. He falls asleep by 8 or 9 o'clock every night, sometimes 10, but that's pushing it. He wakes up with the sun, and after the sun sets, he has a really hard time staying awake. And he is no worse a witch for it. Like I said, he's actually incredible. So I don't know. I find these things a little silly, and like I said, being a witch is a choice, and you can be a witch. It doesn't matter if maybe you hate crystals. That's all right. So your witchcraft will entail something else. Maybe you hate plants. I don't know what the hell they ever did to you, but it doesn't mean anything, guys. It really doesn't. Signs that you might be a witch are you choose witchcraft. You choose to do it. And you choose to keep doing it, even when it gets hard. Because it will get hard. It's not all, fun baths with, bathtub clogging herbs. I have seen some really questionable stuff on the interwebs these past few days. It's not all fun, sun catchers and cottagecore and, drinking tea. What's with the tea? Witchcraft is hard work, and you'll get your hands dirty, and it remains one of the most challenging and one of the most incredibly rewarding things I've ever done with my life. But I choose it. I choose it every day. I absolutely choose it every day. Just because as a kid I loved the beach and I loved the ocean and, all these other signs that I might be a witch, it doesn't amount to a hill of beans, guys. And, so I was on Twitter this morning whining about that, and Thorn Mooney, who you must all know, because if you're watching me and you've been on Wiccan YouTube for more than 12 seconds, you must have come across Thorn Mooney. Her videos are absolutely amazing and incredible. They are funny and real and genuine and down to earth and packed with really good information. So I hope you're watching them, and if you, by some astronomical odds, you are not, you should be. I support her on Patreon, and you should too, because she actually does something super cool, and a lot of people, I guess, kind of tier their content depending on how much you spend per month, and I totally get that, so no shade to people who do that, but she kind of takes a different approach, and she's like, you know what, I don't want anyone to be limited by what they can afford, to support me. So she makes all of her content available to all of the donor tiers. And I respect the fuck out of that. So I support her on Patreon. I watch her videos. I read her writing. She's an amazing content creator. I have her book. I love it. It is 200% on my recommended reading list. For anyone who thinks they might be interested in joining my coven, I direct them to her book and another book first. And we did meet once. Sorry, Thorn, I'm going to use you for clout. That was us at a Gardnerian retreat a few years ago. And so in addition to being, a wonderful internet personality, she is a real person, and all of her excellent qualities are similarly real. So she had encouraged me. She was like, you should make a video with that title, that same title, except it's just you saying you have a brain and you choose witchcraft. And I was like, that's phenomenal. So that was my inspiration for this video, but Thorn also really inspires me in another way, which is to say, I already mentioned that her videos were very down-to-earth and very real while still being jam-packed with excellent, content. But she also, she has always said that her videos, she just kind of shoots them off the cuff and just kind of whenever she's feeling like it. Sometimes they're in her car, sometimes they're at home. She doesn't usually plot out what she's going to say in advance. She just kind of speaks off the cuff. I think that's cool as hell. I just want to be her when I grow up. And, there are days when I'm like, I can't make a video. My house is a mess. What if somebody sees this, really messy bookshelf behind me? Or, I haven't washed my hair in 3 days. I can't make a video. Or I'm not having a good skin day or whatever. I think about the fact that, she keeps it 100. She keeps it real. She shoots the videos and looks beautiful and radiant and perfect while doing it. So I'm not saying like she's coming on screen like some sort of, hobgoblin. But, there are days when I feel like I'm going to be crippled by perfection. And, I think about, Thorn's words to me when I made my first YouTube video, and she was just like, just keep it up. No matter what happens, just keep it up. So here I am trying to do that. Some weeks are more successful than others. I am a preclinical nursing student. I love saying that. I'm a preclinical nursing student, which means that I cannot yet take nursing classes until I slog through a whole bunch of math and science and psychology. So I'm getting my prerequisites done right now, and I'm taking this really intensive 4-week statistics class. And because, summer session, it crams an entire course load worth of stuff into 4 weeks. So I'm in class every night, online, obviously, thanks to the pandemic, but I am online in class every night for 3 hours a night, 4 nights out of the week. And it's a lot. Plus homework and labs. There's a quiz every other day. There's like an exam every week. So it's quite a bit of work, and it's keeping me very busy. On top of working more than 40 hours a week, full-time at my job. And on top of that, I've had some health issues ever since Father's Day. The morning after Father's Day, I had a gallbladder attack, what turned out to be a gallbladder attack. And I've just had issues ever since. Nausea and trouble digesting and, some other not so delicious stuff. And had to go for an ultrasound and a surgical consult. So I am scheduled for surgery on August 13th. And I can't wait to get that taken care of. But I haven't been feeling great. And then yesterday I woke up and I have this crazy swollen eyelid. I've got a sty under there. I've got some blepharitis, some clogged eyelash follicles. It's gross. And I don't feel beautiful. I don't feel, like being on screen. And again, I just think about Thorn, what she would say to me, if we talked regularly, and she'd be like, who cares? Just do it. Just keep doing the thing. So here I am doing the thing. That's my life update. That's why you haven't seen me much. But I will try to be better about that. And my statistics class ends in about a week and a half. And yeah, hopefully I'll have more free time, and I have about a week or so off from work. I'm recovering from my surgery. So maybe I'll make some cool content then for you cool cats and dogs and kitties. And, but yeah, signs you may be a witch. you decide to be a witch. That's it. That's the first, last, and only sign. That's all you need. You don't need any external validation. Not from me, not from YouTube. It's all from the heart and the gods and whatever you believe in, kids. So be well, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, take care of yourselves and each other. This is the book, by the way. Read it.